Hello, my name is Chuppa, and I am a victim of human cloning and REM cloning. I'm not a clone. REM cloning is when you sleep, and in an hour and a half to 2 hours you hit REM sleep. And during this time, the Illuminati have a technology that can take your consciousness and put it in a clone at the cloning center in a deep underground military base. And all those military bases have a floor for cloning, also gene splicing, different floors for different things. And I've seen it. It's, as Donald Marshall describes, a stadium seating section in front of a big screen, and he needs help. Donald Marshall needs help with this. He needs people to know. And the biggest problem is also, beyond cloning, it's parasite body snatching by vril lizards, which have a parasite biology. Also, there is body snatching by Microchip, which many other governments do, and it's a similar thing to parasite body snatching. Now, the vril are lizards which predate people, and they have a parasitic biology, which is to body snatch other organisms, animals, humans, whatever. They prefer humans for the best quality of life they can get. And how they do this is they have a proboscis that comes out of their spinal cord from the top of their head, and it has a parasitic worm, or it's best described as a worm that comes out of their proboscis and goes into your eye. Goes in around the eyelid, inside the eyelid, and around the eyeball to the back of the eye, where it gets around the optic nerve and spirals around it until it reaches the back towards your brain, and that is where it releases the parasitic cells. And that is what body snatches a person. It takes over. It's a permanent thing. There's no going back for the animal, and the person is dead, and there's no saving him at that point. And after a month of recuperating, the person may seem sick or whatever, the parasite host or drone then takes the identity of that person permanently until that person's body passes away. And it's a big problem in society, and a lot of times the eye is damaged, inside or outside is pulled more open, or the eyelid's ripped, or it puffs out from swelling, or sinks in. Hi, Bono. It's just a biggest problem in society. If you ever seen that picture of the two cops that beat that guy to death in Los Angeles or in California, it's the one white cop has the ripped eye. It's everywhere. It's all over Facebook. It's all over everywhere. It's global. Also, there is a problem of microchip body snatching by the Soulstone. Soulstone is just a nickname for a microchip about the size of an apple seed that is put on the end of a rod, and if you ever go under for anesthesia at a hospital or dentist office, this can be done to you. And they pop out the eye, and they have a metal rod, long rod with the microchip at the end, and they stick it into your eye socket and back into your brain, and they can body snatch you that way. It's not the only chip. There's different chips for different things. They all do different things, and it's really awful. It's how billionaires still alive, like King Abdullah from Saudi Arabia, who just died. He didn't die. He went to the next body, probably in a clone of himself or someone else was body snatched. Just put his consciousness onto this Soulstone microchip, and he's still alive. Many of the billionaires do this, pretty much. It's prevalent among them, and it's one of the biggest problems in the world, where they fear death and they don't want to die, so they just keep remaking themselves in clones or body snatch some poor person in a hospital, asylum, or whatever. And there's less side effects in someone who's body snatched as opposed to a clone. There's even less side effects in a family member. If you body snatch one of your own family. And yeah, people do that. Joan Rivers, yeah. It's her daughter. She is her daughter. She body snatched long ago, and when she died, it wasn't some stupid thing about where she said something about Michelle Obama. It was she lived a dual consciousness of herself and her daughter for years. And then she had too many health problems in her original body, so she just went to her daughter. And her daughter made that tearful speech after she died. Yeah, that was her, Joan Rivers. Body snatched her own daughter. These people don't even think about it. So many people just give up their own children for money and benefits. Might be hard to believe, but it's just so prevalent. It's many of the world leaders of the past still live as undead chip heads, whatever you call it, on the Soulstone. Their consciousness, it's flawed. The tech is flawed. They can't fix it. Makes you just a perverted bisexual child molester to come back on a microchip. It's you, but it's a perverted version of you, like Pet Cemetery or something like that, where you come back just not right. And really, you have to read all the information. It's all on the pro boards, DonaldMarshallProboards.com, or you can go on the Rogue One page, or my page, or I have a Twitter and a Instagram and a Tumblr called Cloning Center, which really has all the info. But just go on Rogue One or DonaldMarshallProboards.com, and all the information's there for free. And it needs to be known. At this point, it's pretty much decided between the world leaders of what they're going to do. But I am just trying to prevent heart attacks by people who have no concept of this when they see it on TV. You need to show people this. You need to show people about REM cloning and the body snatching. Because if people have no concept of this when it comes on TV, they're just going to have mental breakdowns and have heart attacks, and I'm trying to prevent that. At this point, that's all I can really do. Just provide the links. Just please tell people about this, share, just tell them to go to the Rogue One page and just look. You don't have to believe it. Just look at it. Just be aware of the possibility, because this is affecting me personally as well, and I am a victim of this REM cloning. I go every night, barely see the real place. I just see phony, manipulated dreams, pretty much. I sit there as a clone and I don't see the real place. But I just see MK Ultra effects on my clone, which is drugged, which all clones have a drug dispenser implanted in them with heroin. Also MK Ultra visuals, which is like a live CGI from movies, just live in front of your face. Looks real as real. And I'm tired of relating fake things to people, so till I see the real place again, I'm not going to talk about what's happening to me, just like a horror movie. It's probably all completely fake. And I don't talk to the celebrities or anything, at least I don't remember. And I know how much I hate them, so I don't think they give me too much of a leash there when I'm at the cloning center. But just please be aware, Donald Marshall is the only one talking about this: human cloning, REM cloning, and body snatching. All the others are talking about some BS, and they're all Illuminati members. David Icke, Mark Dice, Alex Jones, they're all in it for perks. They just say what they're allowed to say. Some truth mixed with BS, and they just doing it for the money. Please, you have to understand, Donald Marshall is just trying to tell people he doesn't want money. He's not writing a book. Just please look at this information and show people. Thank you.